hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, I pressed F9 and F9's my record button, so.
Mm.
Yeah, it should be recording. Caution. What's up? I am Tamachi Insanity.
I'm Middle.
And this is part 3, hopefully it's part 3 of Dramatical Murder. We've been trying to record this for a few times now. Hopefully it works this time. Damn sound problems. Okay, let's try and get out of Bunnyland.
Let's try and stay out of Bunnyland.
Bunnyland.
We've gotten out of it before.
Yeah, but then sound just went nuts.
It was nuts the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Gah.
Gah. Ren pushes me away and I roll onto the floor while a fierce wind goes over my head. I'm very tempted to edit this and put in the Sword Art Online opening just so it's like it seems to forcibly dragged into rhyme.
Yes. Have to.
Or when it's like the whole log out thing. I'm doing it then.
Yes.
I follow Ren's line of sight and what I see shocks me. Well, the game's not lagging, so it seems to be fine. Hopefully. A rabbit's head. A person wearing a rabbit head stands there. Buddy! I missed the button.
So it's like Rhyme Art Online.
Yes. Definitely like Rhyme Art Online. When I look up, a rabbit peeps at me from a block nearby. Sounds like they're saying lodger instead of Roger. Crap. Ren jumps in front of me when I miss a chance to escape.
Right. I don't think I have the receipt though.
Aw,
Got rid of it.
poo. Go over there. Hang on, everything's stuffing up right now. There we go. There we go.
Name this the episode from hell.
Yes. I was gonna name it Rhyme Art Online, but
Yeah. The episode from hell can be like the subtitle.
yep. How come? 'Cause they kept giving us problems.
Yes.
The game's quieter, but I don't care. I think I don't know why it's on. The game suddenly went quiet.
We changed sound around.
No, I didn't touch the game. Why does it turned itself down? Skype turned it down. Should more say. There we go. That's right. Alba's possessed now.
What?
Remember, he kind of went all weird.
Oh yeah. No, I lost the thing.
What thing?
The knitting stuff.
Aww.
I dropped a thing.
Aww. Oh my god, that's actually what the bunny looks like. It's a little cube.
Oh really?
Yes! Oh my god, that's so adorable. You're not adorable, you look creepy. Bam, bitch. Just pee. There we go, I got that cough out. lovely. My head hurts. What happened? It seems I'd somehow fallen on the ground. I endure the pain in my whole body, gather my strength in both arms and prop myself up. I stagger and almost fall, but I manage to somehow stay standing. I press my forehead with one hand and try to arrange my confused memories. It must have... I was suddenly dragged into rhyme during a delivery, and some weird rabbit head. I've seen it every day, so I can't be wrong. I am standing in front of Haibon. But why? I should have gone out for a delivery. When I look around, I see a lump of blue fur lying on the ground. I run up to him, immediately embrace him. There's no reaction. I push Ren's head lightly and try calling him. After a short pause, Ren opens his eyes. I feel relieved from the bottom of my heart after seeing him safe. Ren should also receive damage in Ryan from that rabbit-headed guy. I endure the headache, close my eyes and search my memory. But the more I try to remember, the more it feels like the memories go farther away. When you know you've drunk too much, Manisha.
Yeah. All I could think was Spider Ren.
Spider-Man. And... what is this?
Cut to black.
Everything in front of me is spinning. Where's the ground? What? Ren runs off somewhere. I watch him as he leaves. It looks like there are 3 of him, and I unconsciously laugh. Just imagine if he thought he was unconsciously laughing, but was actually laughing out loud. And people would just stare at him like, what? That's strange. Ren has 3 heads. My consciousness broke off there. And cut to black.
Ding.
Ding. After I passed out in front of the shop, Ren called Haga-san and he let me rest in the shop for a while. Even though I lost the bag I was supposed to deliver, Haga-san said with his usual smile that I could go home for today. I decided to depend on Haga-san's kindness and obediently went home. Blech. It seems like Granny isn't home yet. The house is dark. I turn on the lights to the dark entrance hall, enter the corridor. I walk into the kitchen. I take a pill for my headache from the shelf and drink more water than usual. The pills should technically be taken after a meal, but the top priority is to calm down the headache. It might be because I'm relieved to be home, but I suddenly feel so tired it becomes difficult to walk. I want to fall asleep on the spot, but I make my way up to my room on the second floor first. I take Ren out of my bag and put him on the bed. I remove my jacket and lay down next to him. Phew. I lost the bag I was supposed to deliver, and after that, I even left work early. Haga-san's smile and consideration were great, and a sense of guilt flocks me for just remembering it. Oh, don't be sad. This is all because of that weird rabbit head and rhyme. It really is worth hyping. Is it really worth hyping up and becoming addicted to it? I slowly sit up and remember the game-like space I was sent into, and I only feel worse. I guess the medicine hasn't kicked in yet because the headache isn't going away. I'll try something else. I take the headphones I threw together with my jacket and put them on. I select my favorite music from my coil and close my eyes, leaving my body to the flowing music. Whenever I'm restless or feel unwell for whatever reason, this method always helps me get relaxed again. I become immersed in the world of me and music. The rhythm and tempo of the music, my own breathing and heartbeat. They tune together little by little, melting and eventually becoming one surging wave. The whirlpool of melody wraps around my body and strokes it softly. This really sounds like it's going to go somewhere. The sound permeates... What? What's that? Permeates my skin, mingles with my blood, and flows throughout me. Lights of blue colours dance in my head like a soft film. It feels pleasant, and I slowly calm down. It was like telling myself that only I was allowed here, and this is a place only for me, and I felt peaceful. The discord of headache and the noise in my body becomes distant, and only the quiet sound of my own breathing leaves me. Like being pushed into a wave that spread to all parts of my body, a faint breath escaped from my lips. I am in time again. So comfortable. I feel like I'm sinking more deeply than usual today. Pain and such had all gone off somewhere. If I fall asleep like this, all that's left is to wait for a calm walking to come. If I fall asleep like this... A sound. I open my eyes slightly, but with my consciousness blurry, I can't tell what it is for sure. Well, whatever. I give up thinking straight and close my eyes again. I thought the game had reset itself for some reason. Oh my god. This place, I've seen it before. I know it well. I sit on the sandy beach and talk with a certain person. I treasure what he says as if the words themselves shine. Oh, it's a person there. And there's a muffled voice. Oh my god. This is annoying me. What did he say again? I can't remember. What he said was important. Ouch, something hurts. Feels like something sharp is poking me. I jump up in defiance of my persistent attacker, and the thing poking my face falls down. I reflexively grab it with both hands.
Yay! Although I did have a feeling.
Yes. Benny flaps his wings in my hand and gives me a sharp glare. I stand up from the bed with the shouting Benny in my hands. Huh? Where's Ren? I look for him and see him lying in the corner of the bed in sleep mode. Oh yeah, he said some data was damaged. I have to do some maintenance on him later. But I want to eat something first. I feel a lot better because I slept for a while. The headache's gone now too. There's some pain in my joints, but it's not so bad that I can't walk. When I step out the room, a delicious smell drifts in from downstairs. Granny's back. She's started cooking a meal. When I look at my coil, I see it's already time for dinner. What a quinky dink! I ignore Benny's complaints, I head downstairs and look at the kitchen. That face. Kojak sits at the dining table and the room is filled with an appetizing smell. Granny is standing in the kitchen nearby. When Kojak sees me, he grins. A yawn leaks out against my will. I shoot Benny, who I was still holding on from earlier at Kojak. Kojak catches him skillfully. Oh, he threw the birdie.
So he's woken up multiple times before.
Yes. Granny's yelling forces me to hurry to the shelf. Kojak listens in and laughs cheerfully. When I shrug my shoulders while putting the chopsticks on the table, Kojak laughs even more happily. I pour tea into 3 teacups as Granny arranges the plates containing the freshly made dishes on the table. All the preparations for dinner are complete and I sit at the table with everyone. Today's dinner is fish boiled with salt, stir-fried konbu and pork. I try the pork and find myself instantly impressed. Delicious. A meal after you've slept away your exhaustion is delicious, really delicious. As I realize this, Kojak watches Granny with a smile while chewing. The blame is suddenly directed towards me and Kojak stares at me.
So Grant was Andre.
Yep. Yep. Granny snorts roughly and stuffs her mouth with kombu. Kojak watches her with a smile. For some reason, Granny seems to really like Kojak.
So she approves.
Yes. Granny approves. We're good to go.
Yes.
Kojak came to this island with his mother, but it was actually more common for him to be alone. That's why he often hangs out with me and comes over to my house. Of course, he eats a lot of Granny's homemade cooking too. If I know Granny, she's definitely thinking that she has a second grandchild now.
That's cute.
That is. Granny asks this while raising her eyebrows. Kojak stops his hand while stuffing food into his mouth and nods without hesitation. Hew, he's staying over. After showing an irritatingly nice smile, Kojak begins to eat his meal from the bowl again. Then we exchange silly conversations between the three of us, and through our lovely dinner time passed. I take a shower after the meal and cover my half-wet hair with a towel on my shoulders and proceed to the living room. I peep inside and see Granny watching TV while drinking tea. Kojak isn't there.
It is Kojaku.
Oh my god, but some of the voices said Kojak. Oh my god.
You just say Kojaku.
Okay, we're saying that. Oh my god, this is so confusing. What'd you drop?
Keychain.
Okay.
Like just a circle thing.
Okay. Well, at least it wasn't a little item on it and it broke. I don't know.
Nah, they're not that breakable.
No.
They're not yours.
Granny, who was watching TV the whole time, turns towards me. Granny told me to report anything regarding the headaches, no matter what it is. When I bow deeply, Granny snorts and returns to the TV. Well then, apparently Kojaku is in my room. Hang on a sec. Yes?
I've offered everyone else the opportunity to whiff my socks.
No thanks, I'm trying to do something. Can you please leave my room?
Pretty quick. Who are you talking to?
I'm on Skype with Tanisha.
Hey?
I'm on Skype with Tanisha.
Skype in chamber.
Yes.
Whiff my socks. Yes, she did it.
Anyway,
What was that about?
that just came in and said about he's trying to get people to sniff his socks. So he's trying to get Ruby to sniff his socks. I don't know. Oh my god.
You worked through it?
Yes,
You didn't wash your clothes?
yes I did.
It's sitting in the washing machine.
It's just my jumper. I can use a different jumper. My pants and that are out worn. Anyway. I leave the living room and go upstairs. Multiple places in my body throb in pain, even when lifting only my foot. Though there are no visible cuts or bruises, the very core of my body possesses a dull ache. Is it because I took damage in rhyme? When I fought with that weird rabbit head, Ren said that there was control over the
I figured out
damage
my
level.
problem.
What?
Both my microphones are on. Like the one on my laptop is on.
Oh.
Because I was just clicking in front of it. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I was hearing you click. It's
Yeah.
like,
That's the one on my laptop. And that's the one on my
oh.
headset.
So after this, we can, after this, like after we finish
Figure out
this,
how to turn off the one on my laptop off.
yes, it shouldn't be that hard. I think it's somewhere in Skype, so. Yeah. There we go, we figured it out.
So I just have to not talk as loudly.
Yeah.
Although it picks up the little listening sometimes.
Oh,
I know what I might do. I might just uninstall the microphone on the laptop.
yeah.
I'll do the same with the camera. I don't like it randomly turning on.
No. Anyway,
Anyway.
when I fought with that weird rabbit head, oh wait, I've already said that. Is that even possible? I endure the pain, make my way up the stairs, and go into my room.
I would have just crawled up the stairs by that point.
Just dragged yourself up.
Yes, I used to do that when we had stairs sometimes. I couldn't be bothered, I'd just sort of crawl up the stairs.
That's always fun. Huh? Kojaku's not here, neither is Ren.
Maybe they're in the bathroom?
Dun dun dun! I thought that was the case at first, but when I found the door leading to the veranda was slightly open. Oh, look how cute Ren looks! Oh my god! When I look out,
It's at home.
he does! Oh, Benny's sleeping on his head. When I look at the veranda, I see Kojaku leaning on the handrail. He looks down at the nightlife with a calm expression. He holds onto a thin cigarette between his fingers, while white smoke escapes from his slightly narrowed lips. Kojaku would never smoke in my room. For some reason, he would only ever do it on the veranda. It's polite! He doesn't smoke in front of girls or during work, even when he's at a bar. He only smokes here.
Because he wants to look cool.
Yes. That's probably why. I don't know the reason, but maybe he feels like he can actually relax here.
Or that.
Or that. I like our theory better. Kojaku would never show such a dim expression outside. He's always confidently smiling. That's how he presents himself. It seems like he's usually having fun with women, but I wonder if that itself is unexpectedly exhausting. Kojaku's hand carries a cigarette to his lips in the dark. His fingers look extremely long and beautiful. He does hair every day, so he should be skillful with his fingers. Oh my god! They look bony and masculine. It's strange that I find them beautiful. Kojaku holds Ren, who has Benny on his head. Both of them seem to be in sleep mode. I'm afraid that they'll fall off the handrail, but I trust Kojaku to hold on to them. I pick the ashtray in my room and open the door to the veranda. Kojaku's absent-minded eyes catch me and a loose smile appears on his mouth. Kojaku lightly raises the hand holding a cigarette.
Let's strip everything.
You just got too excited.
No, I dropped the key ring on the floor and then nearly my laptop when I was trying to pick it up.
Oh my god. Kojaku exhales and laughs unexpectedly. I hold out the ashtray and he puts the short cigarette into it. I lower it next to my feet and lean on the handrail next to him. As soon as Kojaku sees me next to him, he frowns.
We all have that one friend.
Yes. Kojaku reaches out towards me. Is he going to touch my hair? I flinch back reflectively.
Oh, yeah.
But instead of catching my hair, he grabs my nose. Oh. When I shake my head to escape, Kojaku smiles happily.
Oh, you.
Kojaku chuckles. I don't know. I won't let anyone snip my hair for a reason.
It's magic.
Ever since I was born, there's been a sense of feeling in my hair. That's why cutting my hair with scissors hurts, so I don't do it. Although below the shoulder, the feeling becomes blunt, so I can snip it there somehow. Ever since I was a kid, I was teased that I looked like a girl because of it. Since I could also feel when it was being touched, they would pull on my hair as a joke. It was hell. They bullied me because they thought it was funny, but when they did, Kojaku always saved me. Though it seemed Kojaku thought I was a girl in the beginning. When he found out I was a boy, he was considerably surprised, but Kojaku's attitude didn't change after that. And I was pretty happy about it.
I was just thinking that if we do like his storyline, it'll be the stereotypical red and blue.
Yes! We can't escape the Gratsu, can we?
But it's red and blue for everything, like even Denmark and Norway and others that I can't remember at the moment.
Oh god. It is.
It's like, I saw this thing on Tumblr a little while ago saying something instead of like who's the top or bottom, it should be who's the red and who's the blue.
Oh my god.
And there was at least 20 ships from different TV shows.
Oh
Might
my
have been
god.
a couple Hitachi ones, but they're all different ships.
Good golly. Kojaku makes an overly dramatic glance off into the distance, and I throw him another glare. I bet he remembers.
Of course he does. He just said.
Yes. I wipe my wet hair, and a blunt pain runs all the way down to my shoulders. This pain, is it still from what happened in Rhyme? What should I do? Should I tell Kojaku about Rhyme? A little bit of hesitation pops up. In these kinds of situations, Oh my god, do we have to make a choice? I don't know.
Come on, let us make a choice.
Kojaku has strangely sharp sense of intuition. He's already watching me with doubtful eyes. Even if I try to lie now, he won't buy it.
Choice. Oh.
Oh. Damn it.
Skip something.
Yeah. Well, all the text was there, but I cut off the voice because I thought it was done.
それは変だろ。あいつがライムの開催してるようなもんだろ。変な装置もあいつと一緒に出てくるし。
Hacks, bro. I'll tell Kojaku about the rabbit head. I also include the fact that he knew my name. After earnestly listening to my story, Kojaku groans.
そいつはお前、もしかして辻斬りってやつじゃねえの。辻斬り？俺もチームのやつらから聞いただけだし、詳しくは知らねえんだが、碓水なしで一方的にライムを仕掛けてくるやつらがいるらしい。
Hacks.
そいつらのライムはルールも制限もない状態だから、仕掛けられた相手は半殺しにされることもあるって話だ。じゃあ、俺のもその辻斬りだってのか。可能性はある。しかし、気に食わねえ。何が？今回はなんとか逃げられたからよかったけどよ。もしまた仕掛けられたらと思うとな。すげえ危険じゃねえか、それって。でも俺、ライムやったことねえのになんで誰かと間違えられたのか。誰かで構わずって可能性もあるからな。それと誰かからものすげえ恨みを買ってるとか。ねえよ、お前じゃあるまいし。ひでえな。でも相手はお前の名前知ってたんだろ。
Hopefully my laptop won't pick up my voice from back here.
Hopefully. Did you just move it back?
Yeah.
I don't know how long we've been recording for.
At least 40 minutes.
Hang on, I'll just have a look. When do we start the call? There.
Have a look on the Facebook call.
I can't really do that because I can't exit the game without exiting the game.
Toe power! Hang on. I nearly got it.
Yep. What time did we start?
54 minutes we've been recording.
Okay.
Or talking on Skype, Facebook.
Yeah.
And it took us about 5 to set up.
Yeah. That's fine then.
Kojaku.
Kojaku keeps silent with a troubled face. After a while, I hear a small sigh.
やっぱ今日は帰るわ。ちょっとやることを思い出した。
No!
And that something isn't you.
Oh. Kojaku pushes off the handrail and stands in front of me.
本当に大丈夫なんだ。なあ。
Just says yeah so casually.
But it sounds like nah. Because Japanese.
なら何かあったらすぐ言え。
He looks like Rogue. It's been bugging me the entire time.
It's been bugging me too.
Like, since I first saw him, it's like, he looks like Rogue.
God damn it. I thought that too, so
Not the only one.
no. Kojaku smiles at our agreement and gently hands Ren over to me. He then picks up Benny, who's resting on Ren's head, and puts him in his pocket.
んじゃな、おやすみ。な。
Kojaku raises his hand in farewell and leaves the room. I shut the door leading to the veranda and return to the room, lower Ren on the bed, and lay down next to him. Did I encounter a drive-by after all? When it happened, Ren appeared in his online mode form. He also fought according to my instructions. During rhyme, my mouth moved on its own like somebody had taken over my body. What was that? That feeling, I feel like I know it. I don't know why I think so, but it's like it resembled a feeling that I have when I invite customers to the store. That feeling when I know what to say to make the other do what I want. Have drive-bys always appeared so frequently? Let's do a little research. Although I don't want to get involved too deeply. A message. It was a direct message. New all mates appear one after another. I briefly look over the contents, then close the coil screen. I've always been so attached to things that I never want to give them up, but not everyone else is like that. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's like me.
Yes! That's right, I have to check Ren's condition. I'm worried about the damage he took in rhyme. I get up and reseat myself on the bed, put the blue lump on my knees, and start him up. Because Ren is an old model, restoration would be trouble if full-scale malfunction appeared. He has to be frequently maintained and checked. I hold a long cable starting from the desktop computer and push aside Ren's neck and connect it to the cable to the port. I start up a touch browser with the coil and the interface that supervises Ren's engine is displayed.
If we have to fix him, he's screwed.
Yes. Maybe the reaction speed of the reflections. Oh wait, never mind. Grab a toolbox that I'd thrown on the floor, remove the lid, take out a 10cm square screwdriver and push aside Ren's photo again. Although all mates can fundamentally be fixed through the touch browser's control panel, Ren is an old model and I need to look inside of him too. I take a stock of new chips out of the toolbox and use tweezers to replace Ren's old chip with the new one. I close the lid and control panel, remove the cable and lift Ren into my arms.
His hair is a lot longer than I thought it was.
Yeah. Or a stroke. Are you still there?
Mhm.
Yeah. Skype just came up with a connection error for some reason. I'm like, what? Anyway, I stroke Ren's back as he answers me, and I place my forehead to his tiny one. I forget how long it's been since we started to do this, but I make sure to do this every time I do maintenance on Ren. It's like a charm.
いつもありがとな。こちらこそ。これからもよろしく。こちらこそ。お前、いっつも返事それだよな。
It's still weird hearing a deep voice come from the cute little dog.
It's not for me anymore.
I'm nearly used to it, but it's still just like, right. He has a deep voice.
何かおかしい。
There will always be one character like that.
いや、
There always will be.
でも
Yes, just like in Earth Defense Club, the damn hedgehog with the deep voice. With Germany's voice.
Oh yeah.
その発言に関しては礼を言うべきだ。
そうだな。褒めて。
ありがとう。
Arigato. Yeah, I screwed it up. I didn't screw it up.
I don't know.
Arigato.
こちらこそ。
Instead of arigato, arigato.
Arigato.
I put our foreheads together one more time and lower Ren to the bed. Ren is always the same, no matter what. He will be by my side. What'd you do?
Stick with my foot.
After that, I place my tools in order and leisurely spend time talking with Ren about everything.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
The next day when I get to work at Haibon as usual, Haga-san is organizing the stock. I leave my bag behind the counter and put down Ren before going over to Haga-san immediately. I have to properly apologize for yesterday.
店長、
はい。
昨日は配達すみませんでした。
ああ、いえいえ。そのことはもう。
He says that his expression clouds. I'm surprised to see him do that. Maybe after I lost the package he was yelled at by the customer? If so, then it's my fault.
本当にすみませんでした。できれば俺からもちゃんとお客さんに謝りたいんですけど。
そのことなんですね。
Haga-san pushes his glasses up with a troubled face.
The
昨日の荷物
customer dead.
事前支払いが済んでしまっていたので、とにかく返金か再配達が伺いたくて、あの後も連絡を取ろうといろいろやってみたんです。
Yep, I think he's dead.
コントロールセンターにも問い合わせてみたんですが、全くダメで。
Look at the smiley face's eyes.
ダメ？
It completely distracted me for a second.
取れないんです。届け先と依頼主が同じだったので、住所を調べてみたんですが、住んでいるのは違う名前でしたね。品物についても覚えがないと言われて。
It was a trap. Dun dun
Yeah,
dun.
I was about to say, or it was a trap.
It's a trap.
つまりいたずらってことですか？
Or a trap.
可能性が高いですね。
Yeah, probably a trap. Maybe, even if I suggest it's a prank, it was already paid, and it would only be a loss for the other party. Why would anyone do something like that? I tilt my head together with Haga-san.
このまま何事もなければいいのですが。
そうですね。
More importantly, I was pulled into rhyme during that delivery. Suspicion drifts through the air and it suddenly becomes time to open shop.
仕事仕事。
Haga-san hurries out of the shop. I feel somewhat unpleasant, and no matter how hard I think about it, I don't understand it, so I have to give up for now.
さてと、俺も仕
I decide to change my mood and return to the counter. The morning passes with no incidents in particular, and after finishing lunch break, the afternoon shift starts. Since Haga-san went out, I'm the only one in the shop. After finishing an incoming call from a customer, I take a breather. Since he reacted to my voice with the usual pattern, I was able to sell just as many things. It seemed like he was one of those who had called before, and he was reluctant to hang up the phone, so it was a little troublesome. While I feel disgusted by the excited voice that still lingers in my ears, the doorbell rings. Oh, a customer? I take my elbow off the counter and straighten myself up. Ah! That's not a customer. I thought it was a customer, but the only ones that came in are the evil brat siblings. I let out an exaggerated sigh and rest my elbow on the counter again and give the kids a sharp glare. Whenever they come in, it always spells bad news. Kids telling us what to do. Those brats. The brats find Mojin-kun and immediately start chasing him. The confused Bunjin quickly moves to escape. Bunjin-kun is quite clever for an all-mate, so he can move unexpectedly fast, and his evasion ability is also high. It's not so easy to catch him, but that's probably what keeps the brats chasing him after him anyway. The shelf is wobbling now. That cupboard looks like it's about to fall. Should be fine to just stop this by force. I thought I could, but I'm one step too late. I catch the trio by their necks and drag them to the door and throw them out. They're like little kitties.
Yes.
I put my hands on my hips and make an imitating teacher pose while glaring at the brats. The instant I finally snap and yell at them, the brats make a break for it. Ah, damn it. Even I don't think I'm all that popular, but if those kids just had the capacity for even a tiny bit of cute in them, and now I have to clean the mess they left. Sheesh. What? thought I heard something just now. Yes! Should we click? Watch. Something just fell all of a sudden.
Just leave it there.
Nah! Okay. Anyway, we are going to end this episode here. Finally.
Oh my god, we've tried recording this episode at least 3 times.
Yes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed.
You better have enjoyed it.
Better have, oh my god. And we shall see you next time.
Hopefully with less problems.
Hopefully. Right. Bye-bye.
See ya!